Hey guys, Thomas Edwards, creator and author of the upcoming book, The One-Up Effect. And today I want to talk about the longest study done on happiness and what you can do to live a happier, more meaningful, and most importantly, longer life. So, of course, Harvard decided that they wanted to do a study on happiness, but what they decided to do was a little bit different. They wanted to track the lives of people from when they were as young as teenagers all the way through old age. And so what resulted was a 75-year study. This is likely the longest study done on happiness ever, with over 400 men. And there were three key things I wrote down here that came up. But the number one thing I wanted to talk about is that relationships are the key to a happier, more meaningful, and long-lasting life. Now, there's three parts of this. One is that social connection matters. The fact that when people have friends and they're connected and they're talking and sharing experiences with each other, they have a better sense of happiness, and that joy allows them to live a longer life. And so the study actually showed that people who have consistent social connection live healthier, they are happier, and they live longer. And obviously the inverse is true too. People who said that they were lonely or experienced loneliness were less happy, but what they noticed was their health and their brain function declined sooner. And as a result, they would die sooner. And they also said it wasn't just the amount of friendships that you have. You don't need 5,000 friends on Facebook to live a happier, long-lasting life. It's the quality of the relationships that matter, the depth. When you're able to have a more satisfied level of relationships, even if it's with three people, they noticed that people who had satisfaction in relationships at 50 were actually at their healthiest at 80 years old due to the fact that they had such quality relationships. And the third thing they actually saw, that being in a relationship or having these quality relationships are actually good for the brain. It stimulates brain function. It keeps our brains young, able to do all the things that we were able to do or are able to do now. So what can we take away, and what can you do to allow yourself to have that social connection, to defeat loneliness, and to live a happier, longer, healthier life? Well, before I get into that, I want to let you guys know that we have opened up enrollment for my key program called The Quest. The Quest is an amazing experience that allows you to find out what is your intersection of happiness and success. And what we do is we have an amazing intuitive well-being framework that allows you to treat life like a game and go on your own quest to level up your life in ways that you thought were unimaginable. And so if you're interested in wanting to know more about that, or actually wanting to join the quest, our squad is open. Go to thomasedwardsjr.com/apply for all the details. I look forward to hearing from you. So let's talk about what the solutions are. I talk about the importance of social connection as it relates to play. Play is one of the four worlds inside of the One-Up Effect, and I really stress the importance of having really quality people in your life. And so I'm going to give you three things that you can do today to keep yourself socially connected, to defeat loneliness, and to eventually live a healthier, happier, long-lasting life. So the first thing is, if you're in a relationship, have a weekly date night. Allow yourself to separate from all the responsibilities and roles that you have. I'm talking to you parents as well, to have a weekly date night, to connect and actually have experiences, new shared experiences, even if it's routine experiences like going to dinner or going out to the movies. Having a change in how you're socially connected to the person that you're closest to will actually be great for your health. Now, for those of you who aren't in relationships, that's totally okay. Give yourself a social night where you allow yourself to go out and connect with various people that you know, people that you don't know. You could even do this online. So if you're a gamer and you want to connect with other people, start a party, go online and connect with other gamers as well. There's so many different ways where we can do this in today's world. You don't really have an excuse to not be socially connected. The second thing is Send messages of gratitude and appreciation to your friends and loved ones. This is something that I learned from Garrett White, my coach, and it was life-changing for me. Being able to send a message and say, hey man, I was just thinking about you. I just wanted to say I appreciate our friendship and I value having you in my life. What ends up happening is not only are you offering words of appreciation for the person, which obviously they're going to feel good about, but what you're also doing is you are reinvigorating those feelings and those emotions of gratitude for having that relationship that will inspire connection. And what ends up happening is you feel so good about just offering that experience that you're willing to do that again to other people, which keeps you socially engaged and connected. And so doing that will help. And the last thing, which is something that not many people talk about, is talk to strangers. You see, when we were kids, we heard from our parents to don't talk to strangers. And this actually made sense because as a kid, we didn't really have that level of awareness and ability to fend for ourselves if a stranger were to approach us. We didn't have a level of discernment. But the thing is, we tend to carry a lot of our stories that were given to us in our childhood into our adulthood, which is why we see so many people struggling, having such social anxiety around talking to people that they don't know. So one thing that I offer to overcome this is to talk to strangers. There's actually been studies done where people have talked to strangers, and the studies have shown that you actually are happier having talked to a stranger than if you didn't. And so this idea of not being able to talk to strangers is kind of invalid in the sense that every relationship that you have today started off as you two being strangers before getting to the place where you are now. So the best way to create sustainable and more opportunities to create relationships is by talking to people who you don't know yet. And who knows, that next person you talk to might become your next partner, your next business partner, or even a longtime friend. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this with someone you feel needs to hear this. And of course, I'll be back again tomorrow with another video talking and sharing about how you can live a life like a game that's fun and you can win too. So till next time, see you guys then.